Mm.
Wasabi or whatever the fuck you call it. That joint.
You just said wasabi.
Wasabi. It's something she say in Chinese on the chorus. I don't know the name of it
Oh my.
though. Yeah.
I swear niggas like to waste fucking time. I swear to God. I knew this nigga would forget to do this shit. And Tyler Creator's dropping his new album next week.
Hmm. Can't wait. We got to review that.
Yeah, that's already on the list.
Okay. We got Benny and 38 Special dropped a new album. It's coming out.
What's so cute? I'm not really gonna say too much about this movie to be real with you.
Did you even watch it?
I saw like the first maybe 40 minutes of it. I immediately just got
You didn't like it?
bored.
Oh no. Wow.
Even the Currency albums, I might just talk about those two together and just
Mm,
review, give our thoughts on our two albums together because it's pretty much like the same album, just like an
yeah.
extension.
Yeah.
So LeBron and Bronny, that's his name, Bronny. Okay,
Bronny Jr.
LeBron and you said what?
Bronny Jr.
Bronny Jr. So they became the
Yes.
first father and son to
Hmm.
play in the same game.
Yeah. I watched it, and it wasn't a great game. I thought
I
Minnesota was
heard,
gonna blow them out, and it wasn't a great game.
I heard it was not a great game. I'm just like they're making a big hype over this shit. Honestly,
Well, I think. Well, to me, I felt like Bronny's not ready for the NBA at this point.
he's not.
He needs to be in the G League. He really should have did a second season at USC. You know what I'm saying? But I know LeBron, how much LeBron wanted to play alongside his son. That was like his last thing on his list to do. And it was a special moment just to see Bronny how far he's come and to actually make the NBA and play alongside one of the best plays of ever. It was a special moment. I've never seen nothing like that. In basketball, I've seen it in baseball, but not
Yeah.
not seen it in basketball. So I think that was good. And I don't. I think they. I want to say they're only gonna put Bronny in games where they're gonna win. I don't think he's gonna be in like close games like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless his game develops where they feel like okay, we can have him in the fourth quarter alongside AD and LeBron. I don't think we're gonna see him often. So they're gonna have to make sure they win a lot of games to the point where it's okay to bring him in.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
What's up, Miss Mari? Thanks for the follow, by
Look
the
at
way.
Reg covering sports. Check you out.
Yeah, I'm keeping up with shit.
Yeah. So it's possible we're gonna do a sports live stream on here at some point.
Possibly
Yeah.
2025. Let's just say 2025. I have a lot of ideas.
Oh wow, that's dope.
What else is going? Something else I was going to talk to y'all about.
Uh huh.
Oh yeah, the new Luther Vandross documentary is coming out next week.
Right.
That's definitely going to be review worthy.
Is there anything surprising that we're gonna find out about or no?
I have a feeling I might. I have a feel. I've heard good things about it,
Okay.
and I've heard people say that they got like a new glimpse of Luther,
Hmm.
and it's going to come out a day before my birthday. So
Oh boy,
that'll be
happy
a nice
birthday
little
to you.
birthday.
Oh man.
Yeah. Plus, I never actually seen a Luther Vandross documentary, so it's like,
Me neither.
Wow.
oh, did you see Busta Rhymes' house for Halloween and shit?
No, what do you do?
He pretty much like made it seem like the house was talking, like some monster house kind of shit.
Wow. But if the house could talk, it should have told him that Blockbuster album was trash. That's what the
It
house should have
was.
told him.
It was.
That's your worst album ever.
Niggas,
And you
niggas still
thought
review.
it wasn't safe no more was bad. That beat that.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I'd rather listen to Back on My BS over Blockbuster.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that was bad.
Because Back on My BS, if you listening to it, it did it. It was not great, but it did have some joints I remember bumping. I like that joint he did with Big Tigger, that interview. I forgot the name of it. It was like he was interviewing, Big Tigger was interviewing about his career. The beat was just whack. I didn't like the beat though. It was just whack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always the main issue back in my BS. The beats was just horrible for Busta. Too, it was too Cash Money as too. It was. I don't even know how to explain it, man. It's like Busta. I like Busta, but his discography after Anarchy, I just it's well minus Big Bang and ELE 2. It was like all over the place and shit.
Right.
And then he's just always saying some stupid shit too. That does not even help either.
Facts.
Yeah, Q. I saw that where you said people should mind their own business about the Puff Daddy situation. I mean,
Who said that?
Busta.
That's because
Yeah.
he was a part of the parties and shit.
Mm.
You know.
I heard some shit about Busta over the years. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Mm.
The man was
I heard
wearing
he had-
dresses with Timberland. Something was wrong.
You said what?
Something was off when he was wearing dresses with Timberlands on.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So, like,
And that was when Puffy was low key mentoring him to be more commercial, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. He's the one that told me that he needs to lower his tone and, not be so aggressive on the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did Pastor Cavassier remix with Diddy and Pharrell.
I never liked that song.
He did Victory. Well, he was on the No Way Out album. So
Mm-mm.
What else is going on? I was thinking about reviewing Ozzy Osbourne's first 2 albums before Halloween is over. I don't know. You say you're not a fan though. That's what thing you say. You're
I
not a fan.
mean, I never dug deep in his discography. I mean, I know who he is. I watched the Osbournes when they were on.
Okay.
I know some of his songs, not everything, but I never listened to like his full album.
I feel you. Yeah, because Black Sabbath, I'm definitely going to talk about them 2025, but I want to give the people a little teaser for the first 2 albums because after the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that shit, I was just bumping a lot of Ozzy lately. I was like, I forgot how much dope shit like that 80s, everything up to maybe No More Tears,
Right.
fire. After No More Tears, it just gets a little hit or miss for me.
Okay.
Right.
So his first two is what, from the 70s?
Early 80s,
Early
81
80s.
and 82.
Oh.
To me,
This is like him by himself or with Black Sabbath?
you said what?
Is this him by himself or with Black Sabbath?
It's him by himself. His first solo albums.
Oh, okay.
Because he was working with Randy Rhoads from Quiet Riot. In my opinion, next to Zach Wild, his best guitarist and shit. But he passed away in '82 from a helicopter accident.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But Zach Wild, that's like his best known guitarist. People,
Tragic shit.
Randy Rhoads. But if you get the Ozzy albums, get those in OG pressing or the 2009 remastered because they remastered those in 2002, but Sharon didn't pay the band like the guitarists and the family the royalties, so they had to get studio musicians to replicate the sound and shit. Cause she's a greedy bitch. So stuff. Let me not say that she's a bitch, but
what did you think about his collab with Travis Scott?
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't hear it because I kind of fell off Travis Scott after Astroworld.
Right.
But I heard it was pretty decent though.
Hmm. I forgot that there was some award show that they performed it on.
Might be the American Music
Yeah,
Awards
might have
probably.
been that. I saw that was like a weird collab, like Travis Scott and Ozzy Osbourne.
Well, not necessarily because Travis always had that punk rock kind of style with his, especially his later music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have thought he would have collabed with maybe Marilyn Manson, if
Right.
anything, to be real with you,
Right.
because
Right.
Marilyn Manson, he always had like a love for hip hop and stuff. He did shit with DMX and even Kanye too. So,
Yeah.
but hey, at least Ozzy's still doing his thing and shit.
Right.
Mhm.
But I'm ready to start whenever y'all are, cause I gotta
Let's
be up
go.
at least in the next 5 hours.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, what's up, you two? How y'all doing? This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try in the building with me. How you doing, Try?
Chilling.
And I got my homeboy Mike in the building with me. How you doing, Mike?
Good, good. Chilling, chilling.
Yes, yes. I started a little bit late today. If y'all did not see the review they did on Joyride, check it out on Mike's channel. Make sure you subscribe to all of our channels. So we're still on Ghostbusters month, and uh, I was kind of deciding which Ghostbusters I was going to pick after Ghostbusters 2. I kind of struggled because I was not going to pick the all women one because I've never really been a Leslie Jones fan. Um, the real Ghostbusters that's going to come next week, like I mentioned, and then we have Afterlife, which this came out in 2021, which was delayed. It was supposed to came out in 2020, but that was the COVID times. You know what I'm saying? So it got pushed back. You know what I'm saying? This is actually the final film to be produced and involve the franchise's co-creator, Evan Rittman, because he passed away in February of 2022. You know what I'm saying? And he pretty much this is actually the sequel, the official keyword, the official sequel to Ghostbusters 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the cast includes Carrie Coon. Her last name is Coon. Finn Wolfhard, McKenna Grace, Annie Potts.
Yeah.
You guys should recognize that name, Annie Potts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ernie Hudson and Paul Rudd. Also, we also have Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Sigourney Weaver. I also too, this movie was distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing, and it was directed by Jason Whitman as well too. All right, so you guys know how did y'all get into Afterlife? I'm gonna start off with Try.
Um, Damn, I saw the trailer during the pandemic, and we've been waiting for this movie for 30 years. Like after part two, we heard over the years they were doing it, they wasn't doing it. There was problems with the script. There was at one point Bill Murray didn't want to do nothing with it. Then they eventually they brought him back. I think he was like the last to come back actually in
He
the movie.
was.
And I just wanted a good part three. This is really part three to the original ones, and they ignored the reboot with the old female cast. I actually liked the old female cast. I thought um uh what's her name? Melissa McCarthy and Leslie Jones were like the funniest in the film. They had the best scenes together. You know, the only thing about that, it was no connectivity to the originals, even though they had Bill Murray in it, but he was playing another character. But I actually thought it was decent, you know. But this is like the official part three to the originals, and just having Egon, Harold Ramis passed away. Rest in peace to Harold Ramis, and having I like the fact that they wrote him within the story of him passing away, and he had his grandkids. His grandkids took over. They find like the proton packs and everything, and they did their history on the Ghostbusters, and bringing in Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd to me was the funniest in this film. I think he's the star of this film, and bringing him in and some getting some new cast as well as bringing back the OG cast members was great. I think that's how you
Right.
got to do it now when you do like a legacy um type of sequel or soft reboot. We've seen it with Halloween and with Scream. You got to add new blood to and mix it with the old, and I thought it was a good casting and having like the story and everything felt like there was uncovering history, like when they uncover the, like I said, like the proton packs and then the suits and the Ecto One, everything was like they're uncovering it for the first time in like decades, and it had like that, finding a gem for the first time in years type of effect, and I like the way they went about it. I mean, there was a lot of people complaining that, oh, it wasn't set in New York. I don't, you know, it was. I don't think necessarily that the movie has to stay in New York, even though it's great that they went back to New York. But I think for this being that it was like the first time in years, really, it had to like work up to that. So we knew at some point if they do another sequel, if this was successful, they're gonna go back to New York. They're not gonna stay in. I don't even know what town they were in, Oklahoma or something. But um, I didn't have a problem with the location. They still bought the elements of the original, you know, um, films to the new setting. And seeing Goza, seeing the devil dogs, and seeing Slimer and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, like the mini ones. They brought all those elements back, to wherever the new setting was. So I thought it was good.
Okay. What's up, Enigma? How you doing? Have you ever seen the adult cartoon? Yes, I've seen that cartoon. I'm not really a big fan of the animation on that one. Um, yeah, just letting you know. Mike's on you.
I went into real low expectations. I thought this movie was gonna be trash. I didn't really go see it in theaters and
Mhm.
anything like that. And I was looking at the cast. I was like, oh no, oh hell no, 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 no. I'm not a huge Paul Rudd fan. I thought he was quite good in it. Um, and then I'm glad they brought back, the original, minus, Harold Ramis, who, sadly passed away. And I like the fact how they, they did like a tribute to him and stuff like that. It brought back some nostalgia, which I really like too. The story was pretty good. Um, yeah, it was, and it was funny too because I actually own this movie and I actually bought it. Um, it was a blind buy. I was like, you know what? Let me check it out. And I was watching with a friend at the time, and I'm like, oh, okay, this movie this is pretty solid.
Right.
But yeah, for what it was, I actually enjoy it. I didn't think it was, too bad. It was pretty good.
Okay.
So can we? But Reggie didn't see the whole film. So anything we say is like a spoiler to him.
No, no. I mean, I didn't see the whole film, but I said I know. I've seen like reviews over the years. I pretty much know the whole plot, but you don't have to worry about it because I'm not really in a rush to see it.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be real with you, I was so busy. I was all over the place today, and I came home. I was knocked out, and then I got up, did some deliveries, and then got back. I was watching the movie. I was just like, I'm gonna give it a fair chance, but from what I've seen, I was not really a big fan. Maybe I just felt like it was a bit too slow paced compared to the original Ghostbusters. And I know it was like technically Ghostbusters 2 came out in '89. This one came out 2021. I'm aware of the problems that it went through and everything like that too. But I don't know because when I watch Ghostbusters, I get a mixture of comedy, science fiction, supernaturalness. I feel like it was a bit more emphasis on science fiction. Maybe it maybe was to me, but
Right.
I did like when the original got together, of course, because the chemistry is always right there, and when it comes to the original and everything like that too.
Right.
Um, I know they did Frozen. I think Frozen came out last year or this year, right?
Yes. That was this year.
This year, okay.
Yeah.
That one, I've heard many good things about Frozen. Though I heard many good things, but that one's gonna be further down the line at this point because October's about to be over and shit. I got a lot more shit I got planned up. But yeah, man, I just thought like from what I've seen, I wasn't really a big fan of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna give I might do a separate video, give like another analysis and stuff like that too.
Right.
Do y'all have any favorite
My,
scenes or
my
some
my
shit?
thing is the one thing I didn't like was the ending where when they were battling Gozer and I didn't like the fact that like it's one thing if you pay homage to Harold Ramis, but they actually had Harold Ramis like a ghost of Harold Ramis in the film.
Mm,
You know what I'm
mm.
saying? And I just felt like like what are y'all doing? Like okay, he passed away. We paid homage to him throughout the film, but do we really need to see like a hologram of Harold Ramis as Egon? I just thought that was like a bit much. I don't think
It
it was
w-
needed. Like it's almost like they couldn't defeat, Gozer without Egon.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like that wasn't needed. Like it was just I don't understand why they would do that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah, I agree. It
so
it kind of turned me off too.
yeah, it was like the ghost of Egon came to save them in a time of need. I'm like that wasn't needed.
No.
You know, but I enjoyed it though. I just thought like I said I thought it was like a good. That's the way you restart the franchise by, you know, you bring back everybody, you add new characters, and um, you tell the story of like what happened since part two. A lot of things happened since '89. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the way to go with this one. And having the kids, Egon's, grandkids take over and realizing like like their grandfather was a Ghostbuster and they felt like they could do it. And like I said, I think Paul Rudd was a great casting job, and he really to me like was the anchor of this film. You know what I'm saying? And um, I enjoyed it. Now when we get to Frozen Empire, that's a different story because I did have my issues with that one, but I think Afterlife was a good sequel.
Okay, got you. So how what would be the ranking you guys would put?
I would give it on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
I would give it a 8. I would give it an 8. Like I said, like the only drawback was the whole Ghost of Egon, which wasn't needed. I didn't mind the location setting. It didn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people wanted them to be back in New York, and they end up going back to New York in Frozen Empire. But other than that, I thought like the special effects were good. I thought the acting was good. The story was strong. So I enjoyed it.
Okay. What about you, Mike?
I give it a I give it a 7.5, and still a serviceable, watchable movie. But yeah, like Try said, the Ghost of Egon, it was not needed. That's what turned me off a lot.
Mhm.
Because if it wasn't for that, my ranking would be a little bit higher. But I'm just like, okay, really, was this really needed? Like,
Right.
really, seriously, like, come on now. But um, I like the tribute. I liked when they brought everybody back and added some new blood, and the special effects was, good. You still had the nostalgia feel to it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, other than that though, it's still I still enjoyed it though,
Yeah.
despite its flaws.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna excuse myself since I haven't seen the whole movie. I'm gonna excuse myself out this rating just to be fair and everything. So, for, maybe I can rewatch it just based on y'all ratings and stuff. But yeah, alrighty. So to the music side of things, give me one second. We're gonna do Currency with the Late Night Show album. I'm gonna pull it up. She said, "How did Harold Ramos pass away?"
I forgot.
I thought it was, I thought it was cancer.
Was it cancer? I didn't even know he
Was
was
he
sick.
sick?
I didn't even know he was sick.
Hmm.
Ah, shit.
He had autoimmune disease.
Mm-hmm.
You said autoimmune.
Yeah.
Mm. Well,
That's fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the album cover and shit. For my reasons,
What's the best? That is the best question you've ever asked us, Dartmouth. What's the best vampire movie you've seen? Bram Stoker's Dracula, which we're gonna do it last week of October.
Mm. For me, fight night.
Oh yes, classic.
Okay, I might watch that this weekend too.
What's the worst vampire vampire movie you've seen? Um, damn,
Oh,
that's a good one. Maybe
oh,
Dracula 2000. I didn't like that one.
oh God!
With Gerard Butler.
damn.
Yeah,
I don't even remember that one.
that was trash. I think Omar Epps was in that one too.
Wow.
Not Q.
Yeah, yep.
All right, so this is DJ Fresh and Currency with the Tonight Show, the sequel. This came out 2024. I'm gonna do this one first since it came out first. You know, pretty much, you guys know the deal. Currency. Actually, producers include Boss Life, Big Spence, DJ Fresh, Foley Beats, Julia Avila, Kev Choice, Mark Breezy, Patrick Page, 2, R&B Justice, Sean Beats, Legrand, and Taylor Supreme. Guest appearances include Dej Loaf, TF, Larry June, Paul Wall, Payroll Giovanni, All Black, G Style, The Musolini, Jade Angel, Kamaya, and TF. Alright, you guys know how we do currency. He does a catchy melodic kind of raps and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think. Because honestly, all these tracks pretty much sound the same. To be real with you, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to just say our favorite tracks? Is what we like about them?
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So honestly, this one right here is probably I like this one a bit more than the next one. My favorite one I gotta say is next one with Larry June.
Yeah.
Larry June is just killing it right now. I definitely love the beat and how they came in. I was trying to actually pull up some lyrics, but I can't find any of the lyrics. They don't even have it on Rap Genius, which sucks. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans, where I'm from, that's a very dope interlude. That's a very dope interlude as well, too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um, I didn't really care for "Turn It Up Tonight." The intro with Dej Loaf, I didn't care for that. "Lay It Down" was pretty hot too. You know what I'm saying? I just stepped in. I forgot about that track. I love the drums on that one. I love the way he was spitting on that one as well too. That's pretty much just That's pretty much just braggadocio. Braggadocio currency right there, which I fucking love. You know what I'm saying? So those are like my favorite ones and everything like that. Production wise, it definitely has that vintage currency sound to it. You know what I'm saying? It gives you that lounge. It kind of like envisions you in a fucking lounge and everything like that. Too, just smoking some hookah or whatnot. Too, you know what I'm saying? Like some spoken word kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope. Production on this one. Honestly, yeah, this one was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I would probably give this about a 4 out of 5 in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with the writer had a right amount of tracks. All the production sounded consistent, so I like this one.
Yeah. Damn, where's my mother? I'm distracted right now. But it's. I mean, I'm not surprised. This is Currency. Currency been doing this for a long time. He's very consistent. He doesn't, for whatever reason, he's never mentioned with the likes of Kendrick and J. Cole, which I don't understand because I think he has a solid discography. But it's nothing different. Like he has strong production, very real smooth tracks and jazzy. Um, the Larry June collab was fire. I love Larry June. I've been a fan of him since the Orange Print project. He's killing it. That was dope. The was State of Course with Paul Wall. Really enjoyed that one.
That was
New
hot too.
Orleans, yeah, the New Orleans interlude, like you mentioned, that was fire. The Ether Room joint was fire. Mussolini joint, She Can't Be Mad. Love that. Mussolini's another underground cat that's been making some heat. Press and Reset, love that one. Like pretty much like what you expect from Currency. Like the project was great. I'm gonna give it 4 mics. It's business as usual for him.
Yeah, definitely business as usual too. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing with Kurt. And that's what a lot of people kind of like criticize him for sometimes too, because they feel like sometimes like he sticks to that. He gets pigeonholed with that one kind of sound.
Hmm.
'Cause I see people compare him to what's his name? Wiz Khalifa, which
Yeah,
I feel like that's not a great
I
comparison.
think he's better than Wiz at this point, though.
He's way
Way better
honestly
than Wiz.
way better.
Yeah,
Wiz has not dropped dope shit since 2014. I'm gonna be real.
I agree.
Like
I've been saying that since Black Hollywood. I've been saying that.
I feel like it's earlier since Black Hollywood. Like
Oh, like Black Hollywood was like what 2011, I think. I forgot. I
when
forgot the
did
year.
Rolling Papers come out?
That was 2009, I think. 2010.
Let me look it up. I
I
gotta
forget. But
see
that's
now.
how long it's been that he's dropped anything good. He hasn't dropped anything good since then.
Right, give me 1 second, cause Rolling Papers was overhyped, but I actually liked him. That was
It, it was
2011.
it
Yeah,
was good. It wasn't a pure rap album though. It was more alternative.
it wasn't even good alternative. It was like alternative pop, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
You
it
know
was
what I'm
like right,
saying?
like that. He was going for the MTV crowd at that point.
Like that song "Roll Up." I hate
Yeah.
that song to this day. And
Uh,
ironically, Currency was on Rolling Papers too, on the song "Rooftop." Ironically,
yeah, he hasn't.
but yeah.
Wiz hasn't dropped nothing good since Black Hollywood. I haven't liked nothing else from him since then.
But you want to talk shit about DJs and stuff like
Right,
that. You
exactly. He
want
could he could use Kid Capri on his songs.
to
You kidding
exactly
me?
stupid fuck. Nah, and that's what really turned me off when he
Hmm.
disrespected that DJ at
Right.
that club. Like said, DJs was not important to the culture. That really just irritated me. I was like, there was a reason why I didn't like this guy, and I was like, yeah, now I just don't. Now he just exceeded that limitation for me. But
Right.
yeah, so we both gave this album 4 mics. So
Yes.
yeah. Hell, one day if I'm bored, I might think about doing a review on Rolling Papers to further my point, but not anytime soon. I'd rather do I'd rather do other shit than Wiz Khalifa, honestly.
Right.
Like once he got with Amber Rose, man,
Yeah.
I don't know something about Amber Rose.
Nah,
Once
but he
rapper,
was he wasn't making good music. Like even when Only Nigga in First Class came out, I wasn't a fan of that album at first. Like it took a
I
while.
hate
It
I
was so
hated that.
different from Rolling Papers. You know what I'm saying? And when you look back at it now, it's definitely one of his better albums compared to the shit he dropping now. You know,
But he dropped a sequel to Rolling Papers, right?
I never even listened to it. I didn't listen to it.
Oh wow.
It was. I was just like, you're not gonna top Rolling Papers. So
Right. So Q, the story goes with that. From what I looked up, there he was performing at a club, a nightclub or something, and I think the DJ made a slight error, and he pretty much roasted him in front of the audience or some shit like that.
right.
So he talk, and then he says some tweet or some about the DJs will trash another point to the culture. And I want to say a couple other DJs got at his ass. I'm gonna send you the link because it was a huge story.
I know Kid Capri. I saw what Kid Capri had to say.
Yeah, Kid Capri was one of them,
Yeah,
definitely.
because he
And I,
called
and
him out.
I and this is what I don't like about the culture. They don't respect the fucking elements and shit like that too. You don't see this motherfucking shit with R&B.
Right.
You don't see this motherfucking shit with R&B. You see, hell, you saw fucking Tiana Taylor and Jennifer Hudson giving Dionne Warwick her recent flowers and shit like that. But then when it comes to hip hop, you got some of these older vets and then these new. I'm gonna say the older vets. There's some of these older vets sometimes can be asinine, and you have some of these newer cats that don't respect the culture. They be like, "Oh, if you're over a certain age, you shouldn't be rapping." Yeah, at the same time, the elder vets are the ones selling out tours, but the younger crowds, they're the ones that's canceling their tours these days. So make that shit make sense, you know?
Facts.
I read 3 rappers, they canceled their tours because of low ticket sales. Hell, Azalea Banks can't even sell a fucking ticket right now. I didn't even know she had a whole catalog worth the tour. This is the first I've heard she was performing at live. Because most of the time she's talking shit and cooking cats and some shit.
Cooking cats.
Yeah, y'all remember when
Ghostbusters are cooking cats?
That's a good question. But yeah, let's talk about this next Currency album called the Encore. This one again had DJ Fresh on it. Now this one came out about a week and a half ago
Right.
and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Producers, DJ Fresh pretty much produced the whole thing. And then you had guest appearances from Primo Rice, um, Jay Worthy, Smoke Dizza. Yo, Smoke Dizza.
Oh
Yo,
yeah.
we should
He's
talk
killing
about
it.
one of the most underrated cats right now.
Definitely.
If you want some good that's some good music and shit. Forget that Wiz Khalifa bullshit. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
like the shit he did with Pete, that album he did with Pete Rock, though. Ooh,
Smoke Rock. Classic.
ooh, yes, classic.
Yes.
Fendi P. All right, so I did manage to find some trivia on this album. So there's actually a song that was supposed to have featured J Rock that was called let me pull it up. It's called Anything Goes and stuff like that too. But the Currency's label pretty much has some issue with J Rock on it, and they cut the album. They cut this off. I'm actually gonna post a link to the song on the chat and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Just posting the link right there. Um, Also too, yeah, this one was like pretty much like an extension. I pretty much call it like an extension to the Tonight Show. It's just based on the title alone.
Right.
Um, in terms of favorite tracks, so I'm just gonna say right from the get go, my favorite track is "The Vapors," which that was actually a hidden track on the Tonight Show, the sequel.
Yeah.
Well, there was actually 3 tracks that was hidden tracks on the Tonight Show, the sequel, which is I kind of felt I was kind of sloppy that he just do it here, but hey, whatever. So the Vapors pretty much paid homage to the Biz Markie classic that you can find on the Going Off album,
Mhm.
which a contender for an underrated debut album from '88 too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Definitely nice one. Now, I still to this day feel that Snoop Dogg had the best cover of that one and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard other rappers cover Vapors, but Snoop definitely did his thing on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I do like the effort that Currency did with this one. I liked Clever Captions with Smoke DZA. That was pretty good. Smoke DZA definitely did his thing on that one. Top of the Morning was okay. That was all right too. You know. Um, Next X List was pretty cool too. You know, but other than that, this album was a step below tonight's show. But that does not mean it's like bad. It's like the Currency is consistent and shit like that too. So you're gonna pretty much find something new with the Currency album and stuff. So I'm gonna give this one a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, it was good. Like I said, like it's not yeah, I've never heard a bad project from Currency. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what he does. You know what I'm saying? He manages to always give you consistency and a lot of bangers. And the Vapors song was cool. You know, I'm tired of hearing people do that song over though. You know what I'm
A lot of
saying?
people,
Like it's been done already. You know, but it was cool. Never Get Her Back, which was on the bonus the track on the Tonight Show. Love that one with the soulful sample. Um, you had Jay Worthy with him on If I Ever Take You Home. Love that joint. Jay Worthy from Cali, another West Coast artist that's killing it right now. Clever Captions, I like that beat for that. He had a song called Next X List, and he had like like a Guru sample from X Girl to the Next Girl. He had some live guitars on that. That one was dope, and it's the like again, it's like another solid project from Currency.
definitely. All right. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's pretty much Currency's tonight's show in the Encore. So it's already 2 in the morning. I wasn't even trying to stay here for too long tonight, but I got work in the morning, so I'm just gonna end this off right here. Um, so like I said before, I'm not really gonna do shit for this weekend. So I'm definitely gonna send this schedule hopefully by tomorrow, Friday, whenever I get my schedule from work. But I already want to let you guys know that the 8 Ball and MJG solo albums are that's already gonna be for Monday, and of course Tyler the Creators albums. New albums gonna be also talked about next week as well too. The real Ghostbusters will be discussed. Ray Sean's gonna join us for that one. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a cartoon classic right there. I really can't wait. And that's all I want to review for right now. Anything else you want to say before we get out?
Yeah, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Check out You Gotta Respect the Legends on YouTube. They he's the homie Ray Lansky from Jersey. He's gonna be talking about the tribe induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know, so look out for that at 8 p.m. on YouTube. They'll be going live about that. I haven't watched the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame yet, so I definitely want to check it out.
Right.
You know. Like I said, like I got a horror vid I'm dropping on the weekend. Stay tuned for that. And last week October, Bram Stoker's Dracula review. Yeah.
Nice. Um, I just dropped 2 videos yesterday. One is out about Walmart, and then another one my Walmart pickups. What else? I'm doing a movie review, The Fog from 1980, and
Nice.
then I'm gonna try to squeeze at least probably 2 more horror reviews before um Halloween.
All right.
Well, I can't wait to see all that.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. All right, y'all appreciate this as usual. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all support them Currency albums and stream it. Yeah, and y'all make sure y'all check out that Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.